Welcome everybody to another video of Dead by Daylight. My name is Cubeproductions. Today we're using Scorch Hook, Pain Resonance, Pop Goes the Weasel, Nowhere to Hide, Desolation, Geographic Readout, Aaron Brown Noise Generator, while also using the best killer, my favorite killer, the only killer that matters, Skull Merchant. Let's get straight to the game so you can show how great this build is. Today we're playing on Grim Pantry, one of my favorite maps actually, ever. I love Grim Pantry a lot. It's one of the backwater swamp maps, but they made it really interesting. And I also like it because of how the crow mechanic works. If the crows on the main building go away, that means someone is in the main building. It's very simple, and I love it. But also that means that once the main building is completed, all crows on the map go away. But it's gonna be a cool idea. I like it. So I'm gonna chase this person immediately because I found them. And this map, Desolation, is really important / useful. Because there's a lot of pallets on this map that are just kind of annoying. So the fact that you can use Desolation and make the person not want to vault the pallet is really good. She went downstairs and I ended up realizing the last second. So I'm trying to follow her, but it's kind of hard because there is no pallets over here. I mean, there's no way to go down. So I'm going to choose this person that she automatically vaults the pallet and then the pallet breaks because of the claw trap when I could have just waited for her to break the pallet, but I was stupid. So I'm gonna go after her. It doesn't really matter who I go after as long as everyone dies. We're good. So Desolation is not activated anymore, so I can't use Desolation to my advantage. I'm not gonna beat her down this person because this loop is really annoying. She's gonna vault this pallet, and she's gonna drop this pallet, and she's not gonna vault it immediately, so I know I can try and mind game her if possible. Like I said, Desolation is not activated, so I can't just put Desolation down and pray. So she's gonna continue looping this pallet, really annoying. I'm gonna try and mind game her, but there's no point in doing it when I can just watch her go the wrong way and then miss my hit. And then I'm going down her. I don't know why she went over here, by the way. Because she can literally see me and I miss every hit because I'm bad. And then I'm bad again. Like, I can't see her on this stupid grass. Like, it's so annoying. There we go. So I finally miss every hit. And then I finally get the hit I need. And I couldn't see her because of the stupid grass at the last second. But it doesn't really matter because no gens are completed yet. And I can hook her on the Scorch Hook. And now, as a result, the generator of the most progress will automatically go down. Even when you miss every single hit, which I always do. Don't talk about it. We will still prevail. Now I'm going to go over in this gen because I know they're definitely on the generator. I'm going to kick this and destroy it. Now I believe it lost like 50% of its progress, but it's fun. And now we're going to go towards the next generator / survivors. But there's no one on that generator, so I don't have to worry about that. I know they're probably going right for the save, so I am going to try and go over there so I can make sure that I protect the, not protect the person, but like go after the other person who got unhooked. As I expected. The save, the pallet is still down, so I know I can use Desolation to break that pallet eventually. And then of course the generator is completed. But it didn't really matter, because the generator got completed with a whole different gen. Now luckily for me, the person that I could have let her break that pallet with Desolation. But what's the point of breaking that pallet with Desolation when I can just, you know, when I can instead just make it so that way I down you. So normally I would go after a closer hook, but I go towards this hook right here because I was like, it makes more sense to go on the Scorch Hook that I know I can barely make than to go after a different hook. So now whatever generator that has the most progress automatically will lose 25%, which is perfection. And now I'm gonna go back over here because this time I feel like there is a survivor on this gen because I realized that my drone is gone, so they have to be on this gen over here. And lo and behold, they were. The progress is now went from 75% to 50% to 25%. So now it's just dead. That generator is so good and definitely loved. Then Kate is running in the middle of nowhere. I don't know why she's doing this. She's not gonna be able to make this vault without getting a hit. Hit her, Desolation gonna activate, and now that Desolation activated, all I have to do is wait for her to vault a pallet and it will break automatically for me. But the problem is she goes somewhere where the pallet is in a really annoying spot, and I'm like, here we go. So she's gonna keep running. Luckily for me, the entrance to this place is on the wrong side. She's going to run into me. I don't know why these survivors run into me. Like, they don't use their eyes. They don't look behind them when they run. As a result, she's gonna run towards me. Then someone gets exposed, and I'm like, again, I don't quite understand how survivors get exposed. I said in my last video, how do y'all survivors get exposed while you're drunk? It's like you purposely, all you have to do is not go in the drone radius to not be exposed, and you just end up going in the drone radius anyway. and then exposing yourself. That generator has no progress now, which is perfect. And now, as a result, I didn't have to waste a score trick, by the way, on Kate. I wanted to make sure she just got hooked normally. Now, if you notice, by the way, in my builds, I've been using like this build for the past few videos. I don't have any hex totem perks. And that's because I love hex totems, but I hate hex totems. You get really unlucky sometimes with the hex totem spawn. It can spawn really close to a survivor, and then you can't do anything about that. Or it's the opposite. Oh, you got exposed again. I don't like why do survivors loop? I don't understand. You loop somewhere where I'm going to expose you. Does that make sense? But sure. So she's gonna get looped over there. I'm gonna hook on the score trick because I have nowhere else to hook her, so I'm gonna hook her over here. But there's nowhere to fall down, so I have to try and go right here. And then I hook her, and I believe she already got hooked on the score trick actually. Oh no, I lied. She did not. So because of that reason, it's going to make whatever generator has the most progress lose progress. Which is what I mean. But like I was saying, I don't know why survivors loop areas that I have droned up because they're gonna get exposed if they're not injured already. So it is weird, but whatever. So because of that reason, she gets exposed. Let me get a quick down. And now I forgot. I lost my train of thought because I was talking about something else, and the survivor did that. But oh well, it'll come back to me later on in the middle of the video probably. But everyone is injured. Oh yeah, right now I wasn't gonna waste a score trick on Kate because of the fact that I noticed a lot of generators were already low on progress. At least the main ones that I actually care about protecting. I always kind of pick which gens. Like gens across the entire map, I'm not protecting those. Like I'm score merchant. I'm not nurse. I can't just fly. I can't fly across the entire map and protect the right gens. And this girl runs in front of me. I don't know what they're doing. Like these survivors are playing so weird. I don't get it. But now Deslation's gonna activate. I know she's gonna be able to try and vault one of these windows if she wants to, but I'm not gonna let her do it. So she's gonna vault this window, but it doesn't really matter because of the fact that this loop is kind of bad. All I have to do is do a 180 and turn around, which I do. And now she's stuck because she cannot make this window fast enough. So she goes towards this window instead, and she dies. Love it. I want to hook her on this hill if I can because this hill is kind of close to the. I don't like the fact that a hill spawn on this map, by the way, because it kind of has a what's it called? Getting on hills while you're carrying someone takes a while because of how you carry them, so it's really annoying. But then I realized that this is a really good. I'm in a really good position. Like there's only one gen completed, and I think 2 people are dead on hook already, which is insane. I'm gonna kill this gen. And I saw that person, so I'm gonna run towards, and they're gonna go towards the hook. And then the other girl is going to, for some reason, tap that generator. Like, I'm not gonna kick it again, and then reactivate nowhere to hide. So basically, there's no way she can do about that. So I'm gonna mind game this pallet. If I hit her, Desolation activates, and then all I have to do is chase her later on. So I'm gonna go mind game. In this situation, I could have brought the pallet, but I chose not to. I also could have put a drone down, but I can't put them right now because I have a drone too close. She had live, so I'm kind of glad I didn't hit her because then she would have had live. Desolation might would have activated, and then the pallet would not have been broken. Well, it would have been broken, but she would have still ran away, so it didn't matter. I'm gonna hit her right here. Then she's gonna run towards the main building. I'm like, of course. I'm gonna activate that drone, but I'm gonna ignore her because I realized that the generator right here is almost completed, and lo and behold, it was completed. Then someone gets exposed, and I'm gonna go after the exposed person because this makes more sense to go after the exposed person than go after the girl who's not exposed. First, I'm gonna hit Kate. I'm mad at myself though. If I would have waited 1 second, that drone would have activated and Kate and her would have been exposed. But it doesn't matter. Meg is now exposed, so I'm gonna go after Meg. Down her. Pick her up, and it's time to hook Meg immediately. But then I get blinded, and I'm over here like, what? Because I don't see a single flashlight. I don't see anything. I'm a little confused how I got blinded right there. If anyone can tell me in the comments how I got blinded, please let me know. I don't want to say it was a hacker, because I don't think it was. But I didn't see a flashlight or anything, so I'm a little confused how I got blinded. I was so confused when I played this match, but it didn't really matter. Then I look right there, and that girl has a flashlight, of course. But also, I'm like, where'd you blind me from? Like, I'm a little confused, but it didn't really matter because we're still gonna go after them and chase them later on. And it's because this Meg, for some reason, loves to be injured. It's not gonna be hard to down her later on. So I'm gonna go after Kate, and also I'm gonna go after Fengman because one of them is down if I hit one hit, and the other one is not. Remember the pallet the other way. Thanks to our geographical readout, we break it out. We break it out faster. We break it out faster. Yes, we break it out faster. So because of that reason, I'm gonna be able to break it fast. But then Kate is not looking behind her for some reason, and instead she keeps running forward and goes towards any pallet she can find. Payman has to block me, so I don't go after Kate. But I'm like, no. Then I lose sight of Kate because Kate does a 180 and is not looking behind her. But everyone's not on Jin, so I can afford to chase people. Then, like I said, Meg loves to not heal herself for some reason, so I'm gonna have to Meg now. And she's not gonna make that pallet because she's stuck on the grass. So because of that reason, there's no way she's making that pallet. I'm going to break this pallet though, because I'm afraid that someone's gonna try to do something stupid. I knew Fang Min was gonna try and do a flashlight save because she flashlight saved last time. Even though it looked like, I don't know where she flashlight saved me from, well, flashlight saved from, but whatever. So I'm gonna do that. Oh, look this way, there's no way you can flashlight save me now. There's impossible. But I was so confused, like, I really gotta look back on there and figure out where the flashlight came from. Because when I look, I don't see a flashlight. So I'm a little confused, but whatever. Hook Meg, Meg is on her second hook, and I see Fang Min was over here somewhere, so I'm gonna go after her. But she decides not to go towards the hook immediately. She's probably hiding somewhere. So in order to find out where she is, we're gonna have to use nowhere to hide, which we'll find out. We'll use that in a minute. But now Kate is injured, and she stays injured for some reason. And I know there's a window over here, so I'm trying to block them from going in the window. I swing right there, try and hit her, but sadly I'm unable to hit her. It doesn't really matter though, because of the fact that I'm going to down Kate, and I'm gonna hook Kate. I believe Kate's on her second hook as well. So that means that 2 people or 3 people are dead on hook for some reason. Kick this Jin, Papa Goes Wheel is gonna work, and also I can see where everyone is now, thanks to nowhere to hide. I'm gonna go after the girl who's already injured, Fang Min. And as a result, we're gonna be able to down her, but she's gonna go towards these annoying grass that I can't see through. And I feel like she has dead heart, because she's looking at me, and she does have dead heart, as I expected. So now she's gonna go over here to this really annoying inside, like downstairs part with the really annoying loops and pallets. I'm gonna drop this pallet. I'm gonna try to mind game her to make sure she dropped, to make sure she would vault it, but she didn't vault it. I believe there's like 3 different pallets down here that are really annoying / question mark safe. I'm waiting for her to vault that, but she doesn't vault it. Instead, she's gonna wait right there, and she's going to flashlight me, and then probably walk through me. I thought about swinging right there, but I didn't swing. So I'll go on top on the main building, activate this drone so I can make her oblivious, so she doesn't know where I'm coming from, and then go back down. But I realized she can probably see me because she has eyes. So because of that reason, I just gave up, and I realized that it's more important to go chase this person off the Jin. And I'm glad I did that because one Jin is completed, and then she would have completed this Jin too, and then it would have been really bad for me. So I'm going after her. I know no one knows about that Jin right now, so all I have to do is focus on this girl. And also I have Desolation, so I know she will die if she vaults the pallet. She can vault the pallet. It breaks for the Desolation, but I knew she had lives, so I was immensely prepared for that. She can go upstairs, which is fine by me. I'm going down her right here. Even though they had lives, it doesn't really matter because Desolation lets me be able to follow them perfectly because of the fact that they are, the pallet is broken. If the pallet wasn't broken, and I got stuck by the way. If the pallet wasn't broken and then they had live, it was bad. But because Desolation breaks the pallet, it's really good. So we were really good, but it doesn't really matter because we have 3 Jins that are kind of in weird spots. Now, like I said before, I hate protecting Jins that are far from me because I'm putting me going after there. So I want to kick this Jin, so I'm going to be working on it for a little bit. And then I want to go over here to this generator that no one's on, to the right, after I kill everyone on this hill, because I don't know why, but all the survivors want to be on the hill at the same time. I'm going to go after Fang Min, because I know she doesn't have dead heart anymore. But for some reason why in my brain, I thought she had dead heart still, so I didn't swing. And I believe Fang Min is dead on hook. So because of that reason, we're going to hook her on this hook. And I'm going to hook her on the hill, because I hit the hill anyway, so I might as well get rid of the hook on the hill. And I believe she's dead on hook, if I remember correctly. She is, yes, as I thought. So I know someone's over here because of the fact that they just got over my drone. I just placed this drone, so even I don't even have my radar. I don't even need my radar. I just know they're on this drone, on the generator. So Kate's over here minding her business, but of course I'm a killer. I have to be in her business, so I must murder her. As a result, she's gonna run over here, but there's no house over here. And luckily for me, she didn't fall down, so I don't have to fall down and chase her. So I'm going to grab her, get the invitation by the way later, but hook her on this hook. Cause there's 2 people that on hook. Y'all thought I was gonna lose this game. Like, no. I don't know how to lose when I play my score merchant. This build works. We got value out of every perk for once. Desolation gave us value, which it always normally does anyway, but it gave us value. They're on the generator for some reason. I'm going to kick this so I can make sure there's progress and use nowhere to hide. Now Desolation activated. I'm gonna pretend like I'm going for her, but I'm gonna go back over here because Fang Min's trying to sneak around into this gen. Like, no, I don't do that. So I want to let her vault that window. But I expected her to re-vault it because survivors do that sometimes. But she just ran over here. She's not going to even use Shack Palette for a good reason. Shack Palette is really strong. I'm going to continue chasing her, but she can go in the main building. I'm like, I don't feel like doing this because I hate this building. But it doesn't really matter because I do have Desolation. So Desolation will make it much easier for me to be able to break the pallets. The problem is, she does have Live. I know she does have Live. So because of that reason, even though I have Desolation, she will find a way to just end up being like, okay, I'm going to move fast after I break the pallet. So she's exposed. I know she's exposed, and she's oblivious. So all I have to do is basically find out where she went, which is right here. Mountain game this pallet and down her. Literally easy. Cause I don't know why. Look, to be fair, I did put that drone strategically in that place. Not only to protect that gen, it also makes it really hard to loot the main building. If you put a drone, by the way, this is a score merchant tip, and I do plan on doing a score merchant video where I talk about different tips and drone spots. If you put a drone in the middle of this building, it basically protects the entire building. It protects the gen, it protects most of the building. They cannot loop it because it will expose them, and they will die. Using my radar, I can see exactly where Meg is because Meg decided. Sorry, it's not Meg. This is actually Nia. I see exactly where Nia is because Nia is going to have a tracker on her, and I'm gonna hook her around front of the hook. So, really interesting game. It went from I'm protecting the. This is how fast gens, by the way, go. This is the reason why I use Papa Goes the Weasel and Sports Pain Resonance. That's just how fast gens go. I did really well in the beginning, and me chasing one person for 1 minute literally cost me 2 gens. And that's the reason why I use this build. But if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I will see y'all on the next video. Have a nice day.